Welcome back to the shipyard. Today, you get to watch about 12 minutes of me getting brutally massacred on the table. So this is unofficial West Coast regionals. Round one, Tristan, who ultimately wins this whole thing. Just spoilers, but yeah, you kind of know that by now, since this is a month after the fact, versus me, who, well, doesn't. And doesn't come anywhere close. Anyways, I took 3 Vorchas and 3 Hideki fighters because I thought that would be fun. Tristan, well, had a much better fleet. Nebula with Colo, shield adaptation, you can't punch through it. Also, Sulu, and then a Romulan science vessel with Aladar Jarok to, change your actions. Sorry for that, I bumped my mic. Even if I fly my fleet straight in and have every ship target him, it's still not enough, because 4 dice against like 4 with defensive quality, I'm gonna be lucky to punch 1, and then he's got the cloaked mines out there, and this is just brutal. My only real hope is to get off my projected stasis field, and I completely missed the Aladar Jarok interaction. The whole card of the week on Jarok is based on this game and a full reaction to what Tristan did. This fleet's brutal. The cloaked mines. I just miss getting PSF range. Like I'm at range 3, and that is game defining. Really is what it is. It leads to a point where I revealed the card. He knew my trick, so he was targeting that ship. He's able to strip the shields, put a lot of damage on it, not kill it in one round, but then I think ultimately what happens is the next time I move, I go into the cloaked mines, and that's going to cause the ship to blow up. Plus I flew these fighters out of formation. The 2 here closer to camera are just, I don't know what they're doing, to be honest. They're out in the middle of nothing, and they were never truly in the fight. I think they get in the fight in the last round, but Tristan's also got torpedo fusillade on the Vorn, I believe it is. It's whatever his Brel or Cavort class. The wings down Klingon model. And the other bird of prey, actually torpedo fusillade might be on the wings up one, because he's got Martok in the back giving another free action, which is never a bad thing. Martok's a great captain here. I will say, right now, if time's called, it's a draw and everybody's happy. Unfortunately, this is not even the halfway point of the match. This is like round 3. Maybe round 2. I truthfully forget. Anyways, this match only ends up going 4 rounds, and then time gets called, which was kind of a theme of regionals. Everybody was experimenting with a lot of new cards. Rounds did not go very long. This is round 2 because I have the Gorn. Yes, the plastic Gorn figure was our initiative marker, or my initiative round marker. Tristan started with it, then it came over to me. So this is all in round 2 still. That's how you can track it. So, it's his fleet is brutally efficient. I will say, torpedo fusillade did not scare me, and even at the end of the day, it was not the defining factor in the game. He didn't kill anything. He put on some damage, but he didn't the card was not the justification for any death, and that's something to be aware of. I think Torpedo Fusillade is one of those cards that's getting a little bit too much love. That people see multi-targeting and they go, "Ooh, I gotta get me some of that." And there are things you can do with it. The new wharf that converts blanks up when you're cloaked. That is certainly a really good card. I think you need that kind of passive quality to work with Torpedo Fusillade. You do something like that, and life is scary. So you can do a ton of really good things. But truthfully, the biggest culprit of the day is that Cloaked Mind placement right in the middle of everything. And, it's my own fault. I could have brought cards that dealt with things. If anything, I think this fleet shows that 6 ships is not the way to go about this game. It's a cool idea, but it is not the way to win. I think 3 or 4 ships is the way to approach the game. I think that gives you room to have meaningful captains and upgrades. I took a fleet that had Quark hiding projected stasis field, had Admiral Q with a generic captain, and I believe that's it. I don't recall anything else. I had no tricks. I mean, projected stasis field is a trick, and Q actually was relevant to me in a couple of places because I was able to do a 1 turn and then the come about action, or a 1 bank and come about, or even a 2. I think I pulled a 2 in a Q flip once because the double ox was worth having a firing solution. But it meant that I had super low captain skill, 0, 1, 1, and then whatever fighters had me at 6 to start, and then going down from there. And while captain skill is not what it used to be, meaning people aren't going for 12 and 15 and 20, not that you can get there, but you get my point. Being consistently low really does hurt you. Having a spread of captain skills can be a good thing. Having consistently good captain skills, 8, 9, even 7s, can very much help you. Moving early has its advantages, as we'll see here in a little bit, because I do get to move and then cause Tristan to bump. But by the time I'm making him bump, it's far too little too late. That is the first time I'm able to make him lose action economy and actually then put damage on him. But at the same token, he could have backed up. And while he would have had an ox, he still would have been in a better position to still have shots, to still be able to do things to mitigate the position, and probably not put himself in as disadvantageous of a position where he probably wouldn't have gotten as many shots, and he would have brought the battle back towards him and his cloaked minefield. Which, when you only have 1, you want to keep the battle as centered around that cloaked minefield, and in all honesty, I should have made him chase me. I should have played a game where I said, I don't want to engage you, I'm going to play Let's Dance, because even with 6 ships, I think I probably could have outdanced him through these objective tokens, and I would have been perfectly okay playing this game down to a draw and a roll-off, because that was probably the best I could have done against him anyways. So, that's just kind of what happens here. I think I'm finally getting to put dice into the nebula, into the Sutherland, and maybe I don't know. And yes, I'm aware that this all is being filmed on an X-Wing mat. It wasn't my choice. If I had my druthers, I would have had us on the really cool psychedelic mat. But again, that's a different game. It's still a 3x3 mat. I don't know. Take your complaints up with Robert Fletcher over the mats. Although I think this is Todd's mat. Anywho, I'm kind of out of things to say about this game. There. I have finally put shield damage onto the Sutherland. And if I could have done that a couple more times, I might have had a chance. But I'm also down to, I think, 3 fighters at this point. And he would have been picking off my fighters. It was only a matter of time. This was never going to be a good result for me. Once the Vorchas were gone, once projected stasis field didn't go off, that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. The way the starship explodes. I like that. Though that's the way the starship explodes sometimes. Yeah. I say all of this. Normally, I'd probably erase this game and never show it to anyone. But it's my... in some ways, it's my shame. Not that I think I played poorly. I played the best I could with the fleet I had against the fleet I was presented with. And you know what? Sometimes that's all you can do. Sometimes you are terribly mismatched, and you're going to go down. So, on that note, thank you all for watching. I hope to be getting some more of these out quickly. Let's cross our fingers that my voice holds out for all of that. Until next time, we'll see you around the shipyard. Take care, guys.